Hi students, welcome to Smarter Everyday Overlearning Ocean of Chemistry. Dear students, we have been learning the classes from the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques from grade 11 NCERT. Okay, and what we learned in our previous class, that's basing upon the classification of organic compounds. So like this mind mapping I explained to you in our previous class, and dear students who didn't see that class, I'll provide for you the links in the description. You can go through them. Okay, right. And now in this class, today's session, this is actually the session 5. Up to now 4 sessions are completed. That's the same chapter, Organic Chemistry, Basic Principles and Techniques. Right, you can go through this class. In this session today, you are going to learn about the topic functional groups. Okay, this is very important topic in your organic chemistry. Right, let's start our today's session. As already stated that hydrocarbons are the present organic compounds. That means hydrocarbons, a compound contains hydrogen and carbon. Those compounds are called as organic compounds of hydrocarbons. All other compounds are considered to have been derived from them by replacing one or more of their hydrogen atoms by some other or more reactive atoms or group. Then you can see the example of this. For suppose hydrocarbon R and H, this is one hydrocarbon, and from this if you remove one hydrogen, then you should get here plus G. Thus each organic molecule consists of two parts, that is R part and G, R and G. The first part here R denotes the carbon hydrogen framework of the molecule, while the second part, that is about G part, it is called the functional group. Functional group, right. And okay, if you remove one hydrogen and if you add any functional group to this, and finally R and G we can get, that is about the organic molecule. And thus you can see the definition of the functional group. A functional group may be defined as an atom or a group of atoms present in a molecule which largely determines its chemical properties. Okay, and that's the functional group which can determines the chemical properties of the organic molecule. That is about the functional group, right. And the remaining part of the molecule, if you see here, remaining part of the molecule, that is R, mainly affects the physical properties such as just like melting point. Physical properties just like melting point and the boiling point and the density and the solubility also, solubility and refractive index. Okay, the remaining part, that is R, mainly affects the physical properties of all of these: melting point, boiling point, density and solubility, and the refractive index. For example, just like hydroxyl group, that is OH, is the functional group of alcohols. Alcohol's functional group, that is OH. And since in almost all the chemical reactions of alcohols, it is the OH group that undergoes a change while the rest of the molecule remains unchanged. Right, in a similar way, next one is COOH, is the functional group of carboxylic acid. Right, just like acids, carboxylic acids. From the above all the discussion, it follows the chemical properties of any organic compound are the properties of its functional group. Right, and dear students, in other words, all the organic compounds containing the same functional group show the similar chemical reactions. For example, alcohols, I told you, in that methyl alcohol, that is CH3OH, and ethyl alcohol, CH3CH2OH, nothing but C2H5OH. These two are same. ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, these two are same, right? And dimethyl alcohol CH3 twice OH, and these are all the alcoholic groups. And dear students, if all these produce hydrogen, these are all producing hydrogen gas, when they react with, they treated with a sodium metal. What's the concept I'm going to tell you? That is, all the organic compounds containing the same functional group show the similar chemical reactions. Okay, showing the same similar chemical reactions. Let's see the chemical equation for this. When these are treating with sodium, then what's the chemical reaction should be? And if you take the alcohol group here, ROH. Okay, and this is alcoholic group plus Na. If you add to this sodium atom, that is sodium metal, then what you have to get here? Na plus, here O minus plus H2. For balancing this chemical equation, you need to take here 2 and here also 2, here also 2, right? And here 2 sodium atoms and here also 2. Okay, where you can take in the place of R CH3, or for suppose CH3 CH2, methyl or ethyl group, any one you can take in the place of R. And I told you previously dimethyl also you can take here, etc. Okay, and the reason for this similar chemical behavior is that of CC, carbon-carbon single bond, and CH, a bond between a carbon and hydrogen. These bonds are very strong and hence do not break easily. Okay, we should not break them very easily. In contrast of O and H, oxygen hydrogen bonds, these bonds are weaker and hence reactive. These are weaker and these are very strong bonds. Thus we can conclude that, students, any organic compound will behave in the same manner what I have explained to you here in this class, in the same manner as any other organic compounds having the same functional group, no matter what the rest of the molecule is. However, the exception or the known when the molecule is very large. Okay, and dear students, now some of the common functional groups present in the various organic compounds. I'm going to give you about the class of the organic compound and name of the functional group and the structure of the functional group. How the structure will be, I'll tell you. The first one, what we have here, the class of the organic compounds, those are alkenes. Let's see the introduction of these alkenes, students. It is say just alkenes are hydrocarbons which are having the double bond of carbon-carbon double bonds here. And the name of the functional group, we can say that that's only simply double bond, the name of the functional group. Here the structure of the functional group should be carbon, double bond carbon, here any two, just like R. Any two compounds should be arranged here. C, double bond C, this is the main structure of the functional group. Right. Number two, the second one is alkynes. Alkynes are the functional groups here, and the best indication is triple bond. This triple bond we can call it as name of the functional group. Right. If you see the structure of this C triple bond C, and here only one another compounds. Okay. Like this only, if you see this carbon, around this carbon 4 bonds. This carbon also around the carbon 4 bonds are located. Right. And number 3 is halogen derivatives. Halogen derivatives, right. And these halogen derivatives, these are the compounds derived from only hydrocarbons by replacement of one or more hydrogen atoms by the halogen. Halogen groups, you know very well, those are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, right? And here we can say name of the functional group halogen derivatives, those are the compounds derived from the hydrocarbons, I told you, by the replacement of one or more hydrogen atoms by the halogen. Here you know very well, halogen means here fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, like that. Okay, here the functional group should be the halogen and the structure should be in the place of X. That should be like this, the representation. In the place of X you can take fluorine, chlorine, Br and iodine. Okay, right. And the next one is the fourth one, alcoholic group. Alcohol. These are the family of the compounds that contain one or more OH groups. You can remember it very carefully. OH groups attached to a single bonded alkane. Alkane, you know very well, alkane group means these are having in between the carbon there is only single bond, so these are attached to the single bonded alkane, and it's important in organic chemistry. They can be converted to and from many other types of compounds. Okay, and the structure should be for these alcohols, we can call it as hydroxy, and the representation is OH, like this, OH. OH is the structure of the functional group, right? And the next one, number 5, is thioalcohol. The next one, next class of the organic compound, thioalcohol. A thio in which the R group is alkyl, just like a methyl, ethyl, like that, or a cyclic compound. This is also called as mercaptan. Okay, this is the thioalcohol, and the name of the functional group should be thiol or sulfhydryl. And dear students, for this, the structure of the functional group should be SH. Here any substitute you can take, and SH. This is about thioalcohol. And we shall go for the next one. Next very important one is ethers. These are the class of organic compounds that contain an ether group, and that means an oxygen atom connected to two alkyl group or aryl group, just like R, O, R dash. Okay, this is about ethers, and the name of the functional group should be here divalent oxygen. And the next one is divalent oxygen. Just by seeing the name only you can write the structure of this functional group, just like oxygen, both sides, these are the bonds, and this is the structure of this functional group of ethers. And let's go for the next one. The 7th one is thioether or sulfides. Okay, let's see the introduction of this. These are the organic compounds, and these are also called as organic sulfide or thioethers. It's a functional group of organosulfur chemistry, and with the connectivity of carbon, sulfur and carbon. Okay, and divalent sulfur, this you can see around this sulfur two bonds are located, so we can represent the structure of this sulfur, and here divalent sulfur we can call it as divalent sulfur. And let's go for the 8th one, aldehydes. Compounds contained in the functional group with the structure of CHO. These are called as aldehyde groups. Okay, here aldehyde means we can call it as formyl. And students, the structure will be here one bond, CHO, right? CHO, I'm representing like that. This is about the aldehyde group. If in any compound you can see this type of structure, you can identify it very easily. That belongs to aldehyde group. Okay, right. We shall go for the next one. The 9th one is thioaldehydes. Already about aldehydes completed, and thioaldehydes. Thioaldehydes also in just like similar to an aldehyde group in which a sulfur atom replaces one oxygen atom of the aldehyde. These thioaldehydes you can represent the word thial, and here al is the suffix here, and the structure should be here C double bond O, H is the aldehydes group, and right then for it CH double bond S. This is the main structure for thioaldehyde group, right? And the next one is number 10, ketones. About these ketones I am going to tell you an interesting topic. These are the chemicals of your liver makes you produce them when you don't have enough insulin your body to turn sugar or glucose into energy. Okay, then these are the ketone group, and the name of the functional group should be ketonic, and you can represent them as oxo. Okay students, and should be the functional group here carbon double bond O, C R some R dash here double bond O. Okay, and the next one is number 11, thioketones. Already about ketones completed, and the next one is thioketones. These thioketones are the organosulfur compounds related to conventional ketones in which the oxygen has been replaced by sulfur. Here you can say the structure should be R2C double bond O. Instead of this structure, you can represent this structure as thio. That means sulfur group must be presented here, right? And thioketones, the name of the functional group you can indicate thione, and it should be C double bond yes. Okay, this structure only I am representing like this. C R2 means here 1 R and here 1 R. This is the main functional group of these thioketones. And the next one is number 12, carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids, okay, right? Organic compounds with carboxyl group, nothing but R COOH. These are the carboxyl groups. Okay, then name of the functional group here, the word carboxyl. Okay, then the structure should be here C O OH. Okay, here representation of R, and this is the structure functional group of this carboxylic acid, right? Number 13, one, acid chlorides. Organic compounds with COCl, and here R is the side chain. They are reactive derivatives of the carboxylic acids. Here R you can take. And about these acid chlorides, chlorocarbonyl. Chlorocarbonyl is the name of the functional group, right? And the structure should be C double bond O Cl. What I have written here, that only I am representing here, that C double bond O and Cl. And the next one is acid anhydrides. These are having two acid groups, and this, the main name of the functional group of this is anhydride. Anhydride is the name of the functional group. And dear students, and two acid groups are present here, I told you already, and the structure should be C double bond O, and here O again C double bond O. Okay, these are the two acid groups, C double bond O, right? And number 15, esters. These are the chemical compounds derived from an acid. Acid belongs to just like organic or inorganic, anyone in which at least one hydroxyl group must be presented and replaced by an alkyl group. Okay, this, the name of the functional group should be alkoxy. Alkoxycarbonyl is the name of the functional group of these esters, and the structure of this functional group should be C double bond O, O R. Okay, and right, next one is number 16, acetamides. Acetamides, and these are the acetamides of organic amides are, and here the structure you can see RCN, R dash and R double dash. Here students, R is representing that organic group of hydrogen atoms. And about acid amides, let's see. The name of the functional group of acid amides are only amide. Amide is the name of the functional group, and the representation is here one C double bond O and H2, NH2. And the next one is about sulfonic acids. These are the class of the organic compound is sulfonic acids. Here the main structure you can see 2 oxygens and again OH. Okay, the name of the functional group should be sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid, same, only the name of the functional group. Here students, in this formula, in this representation, R indicates organic alkyl group or aryl group. And the next one here, double bond O twice. This is representing that group, a sulfonyl hydroxide. Sulfonyl hydroxide. Right, here last the structure should be for the sulfonic acids, the structure is S double bond O, again double bond O, OH. This is the sulfonyl hydroxide group, and double oxide groups are located here. This is about the structure. And let's go for the next one, number 18, primary amines. Here you can say the definition of these primary amines. Here students, one of 3 hydrogen atoms. One of 3 hydrogen atoms of ammonia, a formula you know very well, ammonia, NH3. One of 3 hydrogen atoms of ammonia is replaced by an alkyl group or an aromatic group. Then the structure should be NH2. Here from this removal of 1 hydrogen, then NH2 will be formed here, and amino. Amino is the word of the name of the functional group of primary amines. Let's go for the next one, that's about secondary amines. Basing upon the definition of primary amines, one of 3 hydrogen atoms from ammonia, and here 2 of 3 hydrogen atoms from ammonia can be replaced by this alkyl group, right? And here the name of the functional group should be imino. Imino is the name of the functional group, and the structure is only NH. Only NH. Okay. And the next one is tertiary tertiary amines. All the 3 of 3 hydrogen atoms can be replaced from ammonia by alkyl group. Then the final structure should be N. Here like this 3 bonds, and here the word tertiary nitrogen atom. Tertiary nitrogen atom. This is about the name of the functional group, and this is the structure of the functional group. And the next one, number 21, alkyl cyanides. This is the class of the organic compounds, and those compounds in which an alkyl group is attached to the carbon of CN group, that is RCN, we can represent like that, alkyl cyanides. And here cyano, CYANO, cyano is the name of the functional group, and the structure should be C triple bond N. Here you can take R, any compound you can take, that's about alkyl cyanides. And the last one is about alkyl nitrides. Here the name of the functional group should be nitrite. Nitrite is the name of the functional group here, and the structure of this functional group should be O and bond N double bond O. Okay, and okay students, these are about the class of the organic compounds and what are the names of the functional groups and what are the structures of the functional groups. Right, dear students, as a learner of organic chemistry, you have to remember all of these structures and all of the names of the functional groups and what are its derivatives also. You have to remember everything. There's no difficulty, you no need to afraid of these or all structures, how many are there. We no need to just, no need to scary about these. Okay, you should remember all these. By practicing, you should get all of these functional groups with their chemical formulae. Okay, right? Okay students, thank you so much for watching, and if you understand this class, you can share to your friends and what are the comments, and if you have any doubts, if you have any doubt, you can convey your doubt in the comment section. Okay, I'll meet you in my next class, that's about the next topic from the same chapter. Right, thanks for watching, thank you so much.